Ask folks what comes to mind when you say Cape Breton, and many will say fiddling. Over the past 40 years, Cape Breton's driving Scottish fiddle style has become a global phenomenon. Ask folks in Cape Breton what comes to mind when you say fiddling, and most will say Buddy MacMaster. He is to that music what Bill Monroe was to bluegrass, Michael Coleman to Irish music, or Muddy Waters to Chicago blues, both its defining virtuoso and guiding spirit. Such masters are deified with monikers like legend and giant. In Cape Breton, they say Buddy's just Buddy, but it means pretty much the same thing. He was born Hugh Allen MacMaster in 1924. The Buddy came from how his sister pronounced baby. He grew up in Judic, a small town along the jutting coast of Cape Breton in Inverness County, a haven of Scottish traditional culture, language, music, and dance. Buddy's mother sang in Gaelic, and while his father played fiddle, he fell in love with music listening to her jiggin' the tunes, as they call lilting or mouth music. He'd jig the tunes while doing chores and took to rubbing two sticks together pretending he was fiddling. So as soon as he was old enough, he started playing and never stopped. He learned by listening to older fiddlers, from Little Jack MacDonald, Bill Lamy, Dan R. MacDonald, and others. It left him with a deep belief in playing the old tunes correctly, but also in the individuality of each person's style. He calls it the fingerprints. Buddy's highest ambition was simply to be a good dance musician. The heart of Cape Breton music is the square dance, a unique mix of set dancing figures and step dancing moves requiring a particularly hard tempo. Yet just driver, the fiddlers say. That may be why Cape Breton fiddling retained qualities lost in Scotland as its music became more gentrified and classicized. Scottish fiddler Alistair Fraser says, "Buddy showed me a way to put the dirt and hair and haggis back into the tunes." Buddy worked for the Canadian National Railway from the age of 18 until he retired in 1988. He played dances far and wide, but no dance is more associated with him than Glencoe Mills, where he played regularly for over 30 years, turning it into one of the most famous and visited folk dances in North America. Throughout his career, Buddy never sought a gig, only responded to requests. He rarely brought up money and generally accepted whatever was offered. People who tried to pay him more usually found the extra money in the guest room after he'd left. But as casual as he was about business, he treated the stage as a hallowed place. He dressed in pressed white shirts, often bringing as many as 3 to hot summer dances. These are the kinds of stories that fuel the Buddy MacMaster legend. He flew into Boston to play a dance and was picked up at the airport. In the car, he was asked to play a tune and did. At the home where he was staying, he was asked again to play and did. Then in the car to the dance until 1 a.m. at the dance, in the car to a party, at the party till dawn, at the home the next morning, and in the car to the airport. "Oh, Buddy, can't you stay another day?" he was asked. "Hell no," he replied. "I'm playing a dance in Judic tonight." Buddy's received the Canada Medal, the Order of Canada, the Order of Nova Scotia, and is the first artist outside the United Kingdom inducted into the Scottish Traditional Music Hall of Fame. But people's favorite Buddy stories are still about what a nice guy he is, about Buddy being Buddy. So why is this so important? Lots of great musicians are good people. It's because Buddy's willingness to play for anybody, anywhere, his indifference to his own stardom, mingled with his profound respect for the music and the people who love it, says something elemental about music itself, something we could be in danger of forgetting. That music at its deepest root is not a business, not a product, not even an art. It is a language, an emotional vocabulary we all speak and understand, and that we all own equally, as much as we own the words we speak. Everything about how Buddy MacMaster plays his music and treats his fans tells us that while he may play Cape Breton music better than it has ever been played, he does not think he owns that music. He thinks we do. The beauty that comes from his bow is not his. That beauty is ours, all of ours, and will be as long as we choose to keep it, treasure it, and love it the way Buddy MacMaster has taught us to do.